Oh, this is Ashton Kutcher. He was on the Hot Ones.
Go ahead. No,
Diddy party stories. They're our favorite genre of anecdote. If you have one, yeah.
Wow. Okay, I've got a lot. I can't tell. I can't tell that one either. I mean, I'm like actually cycling through them. Jeez. There was one moment. So it's not really a party story, but our relationship was really bizarre. So it started over punked because he was like, "Yo,
don't punk
you
me.
can't punk me," and I was like, I don't want to tell you, everybody's on the table. He's like, not me, I'm off the table. And so that started our conversation. We became fast friends, and we used to just hang out, watch football together.
Ashton Kutcher may be nervous, according to recent rumors, after FBI footage purportedly featuring Diddy Combs appeared. Kutcher worries that while their friendship is being investigated, Diddy would implicate him in order to lower his charges. Kutcher disputes knowing of Diddy's purported illegal actions. Rumors and conjecture about Ashton Kutcher's former friendship with Diddy are probably the source of the assertion that he is named in Diddy's lawsuit.
Longtime friend Ashton Kutcher is expecting to be subpoenaed over the Diddy probe as feds continue to expand their search. A source says, quote, "There is no way Ashton or Mila will be showing any sort of public support for Diddy right now, regardless of Ashton's longtime history with him. He has distanced himself from Diddy since Cassie's lawsuit, and even more so in the wake of the new ones. Mila will not let Ashton be in any sort of contact. He is expecting a subpoena as they have been good friends."
Kutcher has attended numerous Diddy parties throughout his career. He laments his relationship with Diddy in light of the developing claims. Following Diddy's recent legal issues, including serious charges, there were worries that Kutcher could be drawn into the inquiry.
Many Diddy parties throughout his career. It's alleged at these parties, humans were trafficked, and there were hidden cameras throughout Diddy's mansions that would film celebrities in compromising positions without their consent or knowledge. Diddy would then allegedly use these tapes as blackmail against.
According to reports, Ashton Kutcher worries that Diddy would tell lies to the police about him in order to lessen his legal issues. Diddy, who is accused of grave crimes, might be trying to incriminate others in order to get off the hook, possibly by bringing former associates to justice.
Says Diddy is lying to authorities about him. Why is Diddy doing this? Well, Diddy wants to clear his own name by dragging other people down. Ashton Kutcher attended countless Diddy parties throughout his friendship with Diddy, spanning nearly 2 decades. Diddy is currently awaiting trial at Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center in New York City on charges of trafficking, racketeering or bad business practices, and transportation to engage in X work. The fact that Ashton is expecting a subpoena
gene transaction because of his prior relationship with Diddy, Ashton Kutcher may be concerned, according to Diddy's former security. Diddy frequently documented his encounters, which sparked worries that those close to him, like Coca, might be connected to Diddy's present legal issues.
If the federal government wanted somebody more than they want Diddy, if he has some information about some people that they would rather have other than him, he's able to get that information to them. But they gotta want it. They gotta want it. And Ashton Kutcher and him they were real tight. One time me, him, Ashton Kutcher went to a Nets game and we met Jay-Z there. You know what I'm saying? So
when asked if he had ever been to a party given by Diddy in a 2019 Hot Ones interview, Ashton Kutcher began to respond that he had some amazing stories, but then stopped, suggesting that there were some experiences or recollections that he couldn't or wouldn't discuss in public.
That have gone back and find old episodes like Ashton Kutcher. He was on a 2019 episode of Hot Ones interview where he was asked about ever attending a Diddy get together or a party. And he goes, "Oh, I can't tell." Like he was like, "Oh, I've got one, a lot that I can tell you. Oh, wait, no, I can't tell you about that one. Can't tell you about that one either." I'm actually cycling through all of the Diddy party stories and man, some weird memories are coming down that lane. So there was jokes about that. There was people that would do interviews and be like, "Hell no, I would never go to one of his parties. Like, never going to catch me there." I think Ice Cube was one of those people that said, "Nope, not going to catch me with those on any of those mother effing tapes," which I thought was interesting because it's a reference to a tape, and Diddy is accused of videotaping. Who else? There was like so many people that came forward.
Once popular Ashton Kutcher has recently been the target of criticism for prior scandals, such as his on-screen romance with Mila Kunis when she was 14 years old. He is also being criticized for his long-standing friendship with Diddy, which dates back to when Diddy first appeared on Kutcher's MTV show Pump 20 years ago.
Once loved by the public, but he's had a lot of scandals last year, and now he's being absolutely destroyed over P. Diddy. There's been some backlash to Ashton Kutcher due to his on-screen romance with Mila Kunis when she was 14 years old and he was 19 when they were doing that 70s show together. That's because Ashton Kutcher revealed during his first kiss with Mila Kunis he used his tongue without her permission because Danny Masterson bet him $20 he wouldn't. Then in the early 2000s, when marketing the movie Cheaper by the Dozen, he made a joke about his 15-year-old co-star saying she was in the club of people America can't wait to turn 18. He also joked at the same time the Olsen twins were also on that list because they had 6 countdown clocks for their 18th birthday. Now Ashton Kutcher is getting a new criticism over his friendship with P. Diddy, which began 20 years ago when P. Diddy appeared on his show Punk'd on MTV. Now because of the P. Diddy arrest, there's been a resurfaced interview with Ashton Kutcher on the show Hot Ones where he said P. Diddy's one of his best friends and he loved partying with him but couldn't say the details of the party for legal reasons. This is the same P. Diddy who's known for having parties with underage girls that he gave drugs to and was also known for abusing. Ashton Kutcher was aware of the allegations and still called him one of his best friends. So solid friend list with...
Because Ashton Kutcher and Diddy are close friends, there is fear that Kutcher, like Justin Bieber, may be pressured to divulge information about Diddy's purported illegal activity. Rumor has it that the Kutcher would soon be involved in the ongoing legal dispute.
He's about to start singing like a canary. Not this one, this one. So Ashton Kutcher is the newest person to be named inside of P. Diddy's lawsuit. It has been said that Ashton will be subpoenaed within the next few days or maybe within the next week. So for those of you that are not aware, Ashton Kutcher and P. Diddy are very good friends. It is said that they have been very, very good friends for over 20 years at this point. It looks like Ashton is being subpoenaed into the case because he made this particular...
In a recently revealed interview, Ashton Kutcher made a specific statement in response to a question regarding Diddy's party stories. "I have a lot. I can't tell." This implies that Kutcher knows a lot of private, maybe contentious information about Diddy's parties, but he prefers to keep it quiet.
Genre of anecdote.
Oh, really?
One, yeah.
Wow, okay, I've got a lot I can't tell. So, I can't tell that one either. I mean, like actually cycling through them. There was one moment, so it's not really a party story.
This actually comes on the back of Ashton Kutcher and wife Mila Kunis writing letters of support for their friend Danny Matheson in his case where he was actually convicted.
Who is Ashton Kutcher in trouble? A lot of sources are saying that he's attended a lot of Diddy's parties. Not just the parties, the freak-off parties. They are saying that him and Mila Kunis are splitting. Things are coming out about the Diddy parties and Ashton being there and other things he's done. Mila doesn't like that, allegedly. And Ashton did an interview saying, "I've got a lot I can't tell." And then he continues to say, "I can't tell that one either. I mean, I'm actually cycling through them. Diddy party stories, man, that was like some weird memory lane." Ashton and Mila have not spoken out about everything since, you know, everything's happened, but a source that is probably part of his team says this is absolutely ridiculous and false. Another source adds Ashton has no involvement in any of this. He doesn't belong in this conversation about Diddy. Ashton has only seen Diddy in a handful of social and business events, all of which have been documented by the media. I don't know if that is true or not. I really think it's probably someone on his team who is defending him, which is their job. But if Ashton and Mila are splitting, getting a divorce because...
Ashton Kutcher reportedly attended a number of Diddy's parties, including some that were controversial. Rumors suggest that his attendance at these events, along with other accusations, may have strained his relationship with Mila Kunis, which has sparked speculation about a possible breakup between the couple as a result of her dissatisfaction.
Each other socially a few times is insane. And then I was reminded about how quickly Ashton resigned from Thorne in the aftermath of, during the scandal. When it was revealed, Ashton Kutcher had sent a letter to Danny Masterson's judge asking for leniency. Ashton and Mila both wrote letters. People in the entertainment world getting wrapped up in the Epstein stuff, but it really does seem like Diddy was the Epstein of Hollywood. And when you've got Ashton Kutcher sitting there on the couch right next to him on a late night show, like they're besties talking about forming the Rat Pack. And boy, if you're a young single guy, you know, this is the best.
Long list of names. And obviously, this is a very sensitive situation. the worst thing we could do is name somebody who was involved or allegedly involved and not have our ducks in a row. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to be involved in ruining someone's reputation by making a mistake. Obviously a lot of this is hard to corroborate. I mean, you're talking about a situation where somebody is, who thinks that all their dreams are about to come true. They're there with somebody who's a mega star and other stars in the room. But yes, there are people who owned private homes, people who owned private venues, people that were in the room, people that I'm going to allege knew what was going on and either participated in it, encouraged it, egged it on, if you will, or somehow benefited from it. And that's going to be different for every case. I mean, these are individual cases at different points in time with different people involved, and there'll be different defendants in each case.
Without naming names, because certainly I appreciate you being responsible enough, and dare I say I would have been responsible enough to say I'm not going to even get into names of allegations. I wouldn't put that out there. Alleged co-conspirators, are they public figures? Are they well-known people in Hollywood, in the music industry? Are they people who worked for P. Diddy Combs? Could you be specific in that regard?
I would say yes to all the above. Yeah.
Yes to all of the above.
Numerous names are implicated in the case. Suspected co-conspirators include celebrities, members of the Hollywood industry, and others associated with Diddy.